Video brought to you by the Machamp King here, and I am ready to show you guys another I'm using today is another legacy deck, and it is a mill deck. So this deck is an Aggron mill deck. It says when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may discard the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. So this card, I like to say that this deck is kind of like a mix between the Weavile Control and the Durant Mill. So you're going to be using Crushing Hammers to slow down your opponent with removing their energies, Sableye Junk Hunt ability to get 2 item cards back from your discard pile. So you can get a couple Crushing Hammers, you can get the Devolution Sprays to remove the Aggron, and then next turn be able to evolve it again. You can get Heavy Balls to get more Layrons and Aggrons in play. You can get Dual Balls to get some more Aerons in play, Mr. Mime for bench protection, 4 Junk Arms, 1 Super Rod to be able to get energy, Sableye, part of the evolution chains for Aggrons, Ends, Junipers, Professor Oak's New Theory, 1 Life Dew, and 9 energy. So the basics of how this works is you have your Sableye and you're active. You're getting rid of your opponent's energy with Crush and Hammer while slowly milling their deck with the Aggrons. If Aggron ever gets stuck in your active, that's totally fine. It has 140 HP, that's pretty tanky. And, you can sit behind that for maybe a turn or 2 while you're trying to get reset up. But yeah, so let's just see how this deck works out for us. And I have made a couple of changes to it over the past couple times I've been playing. Like adding the Mr. Mime, I didn't really have it in there, and I had it with 10 energy, and that wasn't really working. I came across many Pokemon and opponents who hit damage to the bench, so I'm like, no, I need bench protection. And 9 energy is definitely more than enough. I'm trying to even look at how to trim that down to maybe 7 and add a couple of more trainers that I would need. Like Switch or something. I was thinking about that, but just having more than enough energy, because you always want an energy in your hand for Sableye. Like, you don't want to be whiffing energy, so that's why I played more than enough on this deck. Because whiffing energy means you don't get your item cards back, which means you can't devolve and then evolve the next turn. You can't get maybe Hypnotoxic Laser. You can't get Crushing Hammers back. So energy is a must for this deck. Let's see what Casey Laranaga has to say. Okay, so we'll retreat the Aggron, and hopefully we can get double heads on this dual ball to get a Sableye. And yes, double heads. There we go. So Sableye. Oh, we prized 2. Oh, this is not going to be good, guys. So we have only 2 lines of Aggron to work with. That's not good for this deck. Oh, Hypnotoxic Laser. Are you serious? Okay, well. Okay, so they can Juniper. Yeah, good. If they Juniper, you want them to slowly discard cards out of their hand, which is totally fine. They did lose a Blend energy. Okay. Looks like they have Thundurus EX. Alright. Okay, so no energy attachment. That is totally fine. Let's play Life Dew. Let's play the New Theory. Okay, so we do have later on. There we go. That's fine. So, what do I want? The only thing I could get is a dual ball. I think I just want to go for the confusion. Like, honestly, I don't want them attacking me. Oh, they didn't do it. So they are going to be able to KO me here if they get an energy, which I assume that they will, because they're doing 40 damage with the effect of the Deoxys EX. Okay, so then now they're going to be doing 50 damage. Okay, now they're going to be doing 60 damage. Oh, no, okay, the Kyurem. Tool Scrapper, okay, that's fair. Bicycle, man, they're really digging for this energy. I really hope they don't get it. Oh, Pokemon Catcher, you gotta be kidding. Oh, Heads, you've gotta be kidding me. Yeah. The Lairon, okay. Well, we'll sit behind the Lairon and for a couple of turns. They're probably going to poison it, maybe, I would assume. Nope, Bicycle, they're still digging for that energy. Man, they really, really want to hit, they're just digging, which is totally fine in my book. Like, you're at 29, 28 cards now because they got a supporter. Yeah, 50 damage. Okay. Fair enough. So let's evolve into Aggron. Discard 3 cards. And I don't want to devolve only because they're just going to knock out my Lairon, so I will just end them. And I know this gives them more cards in their hand, but that's less cards in the future that I have to mill. So it's fine by me. Let's do for Lairon here. And Dual Ball. Oh, double tails? No. Okay. You know, I actually will devolve now, only because they are going to knock me out, but I'll be able to save the Aggron and have my Sableye my active next turn. So they're down to 20 cards, still haven't taken a prize. I assume they are going to start hitting more and more hard. Oh, they're going to end, which is fine. They're going to be down to 19 cards now, so. Okay, so we have our Super Rod. We can get back both lines and an energy, which is fine. Okay. So, Crushing Hammer. Darn it. Okay, so Super Rod. Let's get back to these. Let's do Heavy Ball for Aggron. Drop them down to 16 cards left. Juniper. Okay. And I'm going to attach. I'm going to get rid of these. I need Dual Ball. I want to get more Sableyes and Agrons in play. Okay, so we can get our Aggron, that's fine. Alrighty here. So let us Junk Hunt. So I want Crushing Hammer, Devolution Spray. Yeah, they're going to be hitting 30 to our bench. I really need Mr. Mime in play here, or they're just going to totally be killing my Sableyes. Oh, they hit my Aggron, or my Aggron. That's funny. Alright. Let's evolve. Darn, man. Okay. Let's devolve the Aggron just because, and we will reset or do Oak's New Theory. All right. And let us Junk Hunt. So we don't need the Devolution Spray here. Let's get that and Life Dew because I want those back. So down to 14 cards left our opponent has? Oh, no ace spec cards? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, that's fine. No, jeez Louise, guys. Well, we need our super rod back to get back those guys. Flipping heads while we're flipping tails. Alright. I assume they're gonna do... Oh no, they're still gonna do Frost Spear. They're still gonna do Frost Spear. Yeah, that knocks us out. Darn. Okay. That's the pits. Okay. Well. Finally, come on, let's get some heads on these crushing hammers. My gosh. Thank you. Okay, let's get rid of this plasma energy. Let's evolve the Aggron. And let us... I would have to end them. I know this puts 2 cards back in their deck, but I have to. Okay. Mr. Mime. Crushing Hammer. Oh, come on, guys. Okay, Devolution Spray. Let's get the Aggron back in our hand. And let's put Junk Hunt. So we will do Crushing Hammer, Super Rod. We need more than one line of Aggrons. They'll have 12 cards left. I need to start flipping some heads on the Sableye here. This deck, my opponent's deck doesn't play a ton of energy. Like, they play 4 plasma, a couple of units, and a couple of water. Like we need to start flipping some heads. Crushing Hammer, let's go. Come on. Jeez. Okay, so they're down to 9 cards now. We're getting low on energy ourselves. Alright. And I know this is going to put 3 cards back in their deck, but I really, really need to get something going here. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Quad tails? My gosh. Okay. Let's, we have to use them here. Like, they're 2 ahead of us on prizes. There we go. That's something. They don't have enough energy to retreat, though. And they do flip tails, so that's what we need. Okay. I have to Junk Arm. Like, I don't need this life dew. But, what do I want? I want to get this guy's energy off of him. Gosh dang it. Okay. Let's just do... let's just do 2 Crushing Hammers. Like, we gotta get their energy off. We have to. Flipping so many tails. Alright, looks like they're flipping tails too, so that's fine. Okay, so we evolve later on. Crushing Hammer. Come on, get something. Crushing Hammer. Oh my gosh, so many tails. Alright, let's get these Crushing Hammers back. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's put this later on into play. Alright. Do Aggron. Alright, some more energy gets discarded. Come on, what's with the tails? Oh my gosh, these crushing freaking hammers. Oh my gosh. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. How many tails did we flip with these crushing hammers? Alright, we have to Oaks research. Yeah, with Aggron being stuck in the active, I don't play any switch cards, so unfortunately we're going to be just completely toast. Junk Arm, I think they have a switch in there. Switch, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be toast. Unfortunately, we would have won this game. We had them certainly without many resources, especially with the confusion, but find we just couldn't find um we just couldn't find the heads on those crushing hammers to save our life. We probably had 12 tails on crushing hammers. Like, otherwise we I think we had them this game, even with only 2 lines of the Aggron. So let's just try another game here. That was very, very unfortunate with how our deck went. Just 2 lines of the Aggron. We weren't able to hit any heads, essentially. I think 1 heads out of like 12 flips on crushing hammers. And yeah, unfortunately, it was still fairly close. I think they had like 7 cards left in their deck by the time they actually finished us off. And if we had more lines of the Aggron, or or flipping at least 50% heads, we would have for sure had them, because they only had like 5 or 6 energy mixed in with all of their 3 different Pokemon. I think 2, 2, and 1. So we would have had them. So unfortunately, that's just how sometimes it goes. You only flip 10% heads. But let's see what Uncle Ben has for us this game. And I do still want to go first. I want to get as many Aggron plays or Aggrons in play as possible. So hopefully we'll draw into an energy or a supporter real quick here. But we do have Dual Ball to get a lot of lines in play. Hopefully we can flip a couple of heads, but we'll see. Oh, another Dual Ball. Fantastic. Okay, so 1 heads, that is fine. Let's grab Aggron. And another 1 head. Let's grab Sableye this time. Alright, there we go. So we just need a draw support or an energy, and we can start getting going. Protected from the Landorus's Hammerhead attack. If I know anything about this Landorus deck, if they're playing the one I think they're playing a lot of Rock Guard, a lot of Rock Guard, since it's a spec, so 1. They're playing 4 copies of Junk Hammer with Hypnotoxic Laser. They're playing Mewtwo EX, yeah, Eviolite. So we will see. Pokemon Catcher, okay. They probably want to get rid of our Mr. Mime here. Yep. Darn. Well, they're not going to KO them anytime soon. And Professor Juniper for sure helps us out. See, what did I tell you? Mewtwo EX, Hypnotoxic Laser. This is the build that people play. So let's do our Lairon. Unfortunately, this deck also does play the Garbodor that doesn't let us have any effects, which totally screws our Aggron play. So now they're going to start hitting our bench, which is very, very unfortunate. So let's mill 3 cards of theirs. Hopefully we get the Garbodor. No. Alright, we'll devolve then. And we need a draw support. We're just not getting what we need here. Flow. Okay, so they don't attach to the Trubbish. Man, they're just hitting us with the hypnotoxic lasers, man. Okay, so they're gonna grab their Garbodor right now, which is weird why they didn't play the float stone on it. But I imagine they're probably gonna get another tool card here. We'll see. Mewtwo EX again. Okay. Junk Arm. Okay. They're gonna get. What are they gonna get here? Pokemon Catcher. Okay, so they probably want to take out our Aggron and stuff, but yeah, darn. So they're gonna take out another one of our Sableyes. Okay, and that's fantastic. Okay, thank goodness. So we'll mill 3 cards from their deck. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of their tools. I have Heavy Ball to get a Aggron. Please flip heads on this Crushing Hammer. Thank you. And I will devolve the Aggron. So if I just end them into a tool card, that would be unfortunate. I just had to, but we will see. Okay, so they are knocking us. Oh no, we were gonna mill 6 cards out of their deck. Okay, they're probably gonna mill for that tool card here. They really want that tool card on that Garbodor. Okay, and they did knock us out, unfortunately. Alright, let's put the Sableye in play. So we'll mill from Aggron. So no. Mill Aggron again. We really want to get rid of all our tool cards. Did we get one? We did. We got a Float Stone. Awesome. And Crushing Hammer. We'll get rid of this heads. And we'll Crushing Hammer again. And get rid of that. See, here's where all of our heads are going. Okay. This is risky. Very, very risky. But I want to mill more of their cards next turn. So we'll see what they do. They don't have any energy in play. They've used 2 out of their 4 hypnotoxic lasers, which they have 2 more in their deck. And that can get tricky with this Verbank City. They're just going to grab one right now. Yep. Okay. And again, I am left without a draw support, so... Nope, they're just gonna dig. Dig, dig, dig. Do they have any tools left? They have 5 cards. They don't have any tools. Oh, geez. They're gonna get multiple knockouts next turn. But, yeah, they knock me out. They have 2 cards left in their deck, though. And I think we will, unless they have some sort of N or something to put cards back in their deck, we'll just Aggron them back and remove all of their cards left. So this is a very, very weird match. I didn't get a single energy, only one draw support, but they killed their own cards so much that I didn't really need anything. So that's why you got to be careful against mill decks. So I hope you guys liked this video here. Oh, there's an energy. And we'll mill them. And there we go. So we do end up winning the game. So I hope you really liked this Aggron mill deck. It's kind of interesting here. I really enjoyed it. And unfortunately, sometimes, man, that first match when we're flipped like over 10 plus tails or something like that. Interesting. That like never happens. But anyway, so we have 4 Stabilize, a 4/4 line of the Aggron, Lairon, and Aggrons, 1 Mr. Mime, 4 Crushing Hammer, 4 Evolution Sprays, 4 Dual Balls, 4 Heavy Balls, 4 Junk Arms, 1 Super Rod, 4 of N, Juniper, and New Theory, 1 Life Dew, and 9 Energy. Like I said, you could probably remove 1 or 2 energy and put some switch cards in there, maybe a tool scrapper in case you come across Garbodor decks and stuff like that. This by far is no perfect deck, but it is very playable, and I really like it. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, comment, all of that, and thanks, and you have a nice day, guys.